You are the front. We roll. And all y'all do is
Explicit
you need
content.
it. Come find me. I'll hit you with the potion, man. All we do is grind.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your morning cup of tea.
Oh, don't tell me what, tell me who. And
Yep.
brain jerk fellas, pillars of the community. I'm honored to be here,
Yep.
but
They're the Wu-Tang Clan as shit gets deep.
Their actual superpower is something called the synchronicity wave.
Oh man.
you know, I'm not the moral police.
Right.
Like, do your thing.
Yeah.
Just we're going to be doing this over here, and we're going to be learning and educating so we can pass it on down the line.
And use your ability to feel the turn of the universe to really understand and empathize with your fellow man to improve their day just a little bit.
The brain jerk era. Welcome to the brain jerk era. Welcome to.
Oh, what is up, jerk offs? How is everybody today? Good morning, Night Train.
Morning.
Good morning, Needle Rider. Good to see you.
How you guys doing?
Like that sunset, that sunrise.
That was shot off the DJI Mini too.
Nice.
Yep. A little bit of Photoshop or photo editing, you know, colors, saturations, this or that, but
Yeah, make it.
it turned out cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's not cheating. That's not editing. That's just making it look
Right, that's just post edit.
I think the line with what defines as editing versus cleaning up the image is pretty clear. If you're changing the shape of it, or if you're actually changing the colors or stuff like that, you're editing. If you're just cleaning the image and bringing out what's already in the picture, you're just cleaning up the image.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
And that's as a photographer.
Great pick of D-Mac and Josh. Yeah, I seen that. I couldn't. So on Sundays, I take it from my phone. I don't usually build on the computer, so I don't have the same pictures. And when I saw that picture of D-Mac and Josh, I was like, "Yup, that's the one. That's the one." Because I like to put pictures of, obviously the Earth dwellers, but I like to put pictures of like our whole life, our events that we do, and little fun things. Why not? That's why we do it. What up, Michigan native? What up, Blind Neil? Good morning, JCT. What up, Twisted? It was hot as hell yesterday. Good morning, Rosin. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. KR Tooley. What up, Kayla? So, Squirrels, good morning. So I'm going to make a quick announcement real quick just so everybody knows. T-Rup is officially taking a step back, and he's got to work on his life and his mental health and a few different things. So he's not going to be with us for, hopefully it's not very long, but he's taking a break. And
Indefinite.
yeah, we don't know when he's coming back. But just go give him some love. It's nothing bad. He just got to work on his own personal self in life for a little bit. So there's the announcement. We're going to keep on pushing. So, Night Train, what'd you do yesterday?
What did I do yesterday? I installed an air conditioner. I mowed the lawn. I picked up 2 5-gallon buckets full of apples off the yard. Yeah, we got a big old apple tree. It's a tall thing, and it's got some big apples. But yeah, 2 5-gallon buckets of apples out of the yard yesterday. Clean up the yard, and then, oh man, I was in Squirrel's place yesterday, dude. She did a 5-hour karaoke session last night.
What up, Jimmy? I went over there for about 10 minutes or so. I had free time, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Squirrels!" And I run over. I said hi.
Was it early on?
She was singing. Nobody else was on yet.
Oh, that was early on.
She was singing.
She was like 2.5 hours in, and I jumped in there. Oh, geez.
I forget what song she was singing now, but I was gonna bring it up this morning. But she was in there. She was singing. I said hi. I was watching a video about bettering my coaching abilities while I was listening to her sing.
Well, yeah, there ended up like 4 of us in there. hanging out, chilling.
Says,
Bunch
oh
of us
crap,
in
I was
bunch
out
of
cold.
chat.
Twisted, you want to come up here? Come on up, bro. Open panel today. What up, Jimmy? Jimmy. Your office is ready, sir. Your office is ready. We're gonna move Jimmy. Crazy
Okay.
squirrels in. Give him a place to do his work.
Yeah, man, he needs some supply space and whatnot, and you know.
Yeah, that was early when Brain Jerk stopped in. Yep. And then I started watching the UFC fights, and then I fell asleep. I fell asleep before the fucking main events. Even
I didn't turn on my TV until like 11:30 or so. My time. It was late.
What up, Twisted?
What up? Hold on a second.
Sweet, I'll be there before work.
Oh, I think I'm good.
Hell yeah, Jimmy. I gotta make sure.
Good now.
So Ryan's going to make some keys because I gave him my only key. So he's going to make some keys, and then when he does, you got free reign because you're actually Dad moved his office into the room with you, so you're gonna share like he's got his own office, and then you have your own office, but it's in one giant
Split
room. Yeah, so you guys are gonna be sharing a giant room, a door. And all the girls
he can lock you out. He can keep you out of his office, but you can't keep him out of yours. That's the deal.
Squirrel says
he's got to go through your office to get to his.
Nope, he's got to go through yours to get to his. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Ryan took my old office, and then Jimmy's gonna get the old pillar top.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ryan's gonna have to go through Jimmy's office to get to his office. Yeah. Yep. He can't keep Dad out.
And then we're gonna put we're putting, I got mine right here, and then next door in the new pillar talk room, it's really long, so it's got lots of extra space. We're gonna put Coach K and his wife up in there, and because they have a candle and a soap business on top of the coaching business, so we're gonna give them a place to set up. And we're gonna put a store in the office where that table was, Night Train.
Yeah.
We moved the table, and we're gonna put like a small store where all of us can have a little bit of something in there.
A little merch.
Yep.
Merch outlet.
And then Jody's moving it back in. Then you got the t-shirt room. Then you got the Kayla, and then Sasha is coming in. She's a manager at Amaya's and got like 3 different. She's mass media and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yep. Good things ahead. Time to make a difference in this town.
Right.
A little bit of
business back where it should be.
That's right. So I tried to do up here, and they kiboshed the weed.
That's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually at church right now.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, this is a fucking church, dude. They have the best real estate in town.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, whether you're at a church or not, that's my church right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I fucking go out to
I
the
actually
island.
agree with that. I think you're more in tune with your creator being in nature than you are in any building.
Yeah, right.
That's truth. Well,
yeah, I love this spot.
If we're going real quick, church isn't any single specific building. If we were to start talking about religion, we are now at
2 or more gathered in his name.
Yeah,
that's what they say. We're 2 or more gathered in his name, which means if you got more than one person talking about religion,
and you're correct,
God, then you are at church.
Say, hey, this is how I look at it. I might not believe fully, but I know what it says. I'm educated in it. But
I'm on the board of a church, but I talk about the fact that everything that's considered a church today in legal standards in the U.S. would have been defined as a form of temple in the biblical times, because that was the word for the building. Church was the word for the interaction with each other and sharing your faith.
Yeah, it was the congregation.
And now it's become congregation, and the church is the building, and temple is only a specific religion, and it's been shifted.
Yeah.
Funny how words change things, huh?
In the beginning, temple was their house.
I don't know. I heard there's a pretty good church around here that They pass buds and everything in the morning. I might have to.
Hell yeah. You know, there's a real weed church, like a real building where you go and, you know, worship God, and they pass around bongs and shit.
Down in Grand Rapids, I heard too.
Yeah, there's one in Colorado.
Well, and here's the thing: why would you be against it? If God makes everything and everything is made from God for a purpose, we know the weed's purpose. And I will say personally, I think we aren't meant to smoke it. I think we're meant to eat it.
Yep.
But smoking it works, you know?
Yeah. Actually, I think it was, I'm not, you know, great versed on the Bible, but I grew up with it. But I believe it says somewhere in the Bible that smoking was like against the God, you know, it wasn't, you're not supposed to unpurify your body with anything. Like for instance, they say like you can't get into heaven if you smoke, like cigarettes. You know, that's just probably some propaganda stuff, but I'm just saying, you know.
That's why I don't believe.
Yeah, I never saw the word cigarette in the Bible anywhere.
I can't.
Well, I know.
No.
Yeah.
There is something to your body's supposed to be a temple.
You're not
treat
supposed
it well,
to
but that
harm the
doesn't
temple.
mean the extremist stuff they try to make it into. This is where I can't stand people of my
Everything
own faith,
in
because
moderation.
a lot of the extremist stuff is just nuts, and I don't necessarily want to do a lot of stuff, but I don't think it should be legislated or people should be prevented from it either. I think that needs to be between that person and God, what they choose to do.
Well, I agree with you. I believe that as long as you're not hurting somebody else, and really, let's not like.
Cool.
I don't want you to hurt yourself either, but that's between yourself.
Yep.
As long as you're not hurting somebody else or making shit difficult for everyone else, do what the fuck makes you happy. That's how I feel.
Yep.
As long as you're not fucking tiddling little kids and burning houses down of your
Truth.
cool.
Truth.
And that's the thing. We've got to learn to be more accepting of each other.
Yeah, go
as
drink.
a society.
Go drink in moderation. Go be an alcoholic. Go fucking smoke some weed. Go shoot some heroin. Whatever you want to do it. Do it responsibly, though.
There's that saying, love thy brother, love thy sister. I wish people would really get back to that and stop all the separation, you know?
Yep.
Oh, that was a big bird, eh?
There's this viewpoint in society, like
you can't. Others as you have done unto you.
Right, golden rule.
I was going to say, there's a viewpoint in society right now that's being pushed heavily, and it's this viewpoint that you can't disagree with somebody's lifestyle or choices and still love them, and it's a ridiculous viewpoint that both sides are using. And I can sit there and look at somebody and go, I find what they're doing repugnant, but you know what? That's another person. I still care about them, and that doesn't make me a bigot to them. It just means that I don't agree with them. When does that become extreme?
If you find the tree and it's not in the middle and nobody else is around, go ahead, buddy. Get it.
Ain't nobody gonna tell.
Even if say Night Train's there and you're like, hey, Night Train, bro, you mind if I take a minute to fuck this tree? And he's like, I don't care. I'll just step away over here.
Yeah, I couldn't do mine. I say about it. You do whatever.
Yeah.
You know. It's what it is. That tree, you know, might get some splinters, but
look.
I gotta admit, if somebody said that to me, I would make about 5 billion tree humper jokes in their expense first. You know?
It's a monarch.
Big fat boy, dude. Big fat one. Nice.
It's a monarch.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let me put you full screen.
Cool, man.
Real cool.
I love being out in nature. I can't do it right
now. We're right on that, dude. That's funny.
That's pretty cool. That's the first one I've seen, like caterpillar-wise this year.
Yeah, that's the first monarch caterpillar I've seen all year for sure.
Yeah, and dude, there is tons of I forget what this is called, ragweed or whatever the hell, but you know, the thing that they make babies and shit on. I was hoping to find, you know, their what is it called? Their curvascus or whatever the hell.
Milkweed.
Yeah, milkweed. I was hoping to find some of their little, you know, pupal stage things, but I didn't find any.
Chrysalis.
Yeah, that thing.
Crystallis. Crystallis.
Crystallis. Yeah.
I made a joke. I got a TikTok that somebody else started it, but it was like they were trying to say a certain word, but they all kept saying different words that kind of sound like that word.
Well,
Like a clitoris. The word was clitoris, the original what they were trying to say, and they're like, cutlass. That's one of those pirate swords, you know? And,
well, that's a little different. With some of it, it becomes there's slightly different pronunciations based on region of the world, dialect of English, and stuff like that too. So that becomes interesting sometimes because people pick up the language, and there's usually more than one correct pronunciation of most words. You know, because the world has different dialects.
But hey, it was the video was like, I don't know. I added to the video and then so did T-Rup. But it was like 6-7 dudes all saying no, dude, that's not the clitoris. What a clitoris is, and then they go into like what a cutlass is, and then the other oh, that's a cutlass. What a clitoris is, and then cleats. It was like what a clitoris is those shoes that you wear when you play sports. No,
oh god,
cleats.
No, that's cleats. How funny!
I love that video. What up, Josh Geisberg? Let's have a kick-ass day, no doubt. No doubt. Have a good day. If you're
it's
not
Sunday,
Josh, come on up to the studio today. Whatever floats your boat, as long as all parties are consenting. Exactly. That's how I feel too.
Anyone know why cedars do this?
Well, what I think what happens to certain trees is they're trying to find the sun. Or
it can be trying to find the sun, or the wind can push them and they'll shift the hug for a while and then have to grow back towards the sun.
It could have been something early on that caused it to bend that way, and it just grew with the sun.
There are places here in the hills, because a lot of the pines here will go straight out of solid rock, where you can see them literally coming sideways out of a cliff face and then going turning halfway out and growing upward and shit. It's funny as hell.
You ever been to Hocking Hills?
Sure.
Do what?
You ever been to Hocking Hills?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Same thing happens over there with the trees. They grow right out of the side of the mountain.
Yep. Yeah. See, I think what happens is something comes and steps on them. Because there's whole forests like in Russia and shit that are like this. They show like the entire forest. They're like, so what happened to these trees? But you see it'll be like a whole path, almost as if something walked through there. And when like Eagle Rider was saying when they're babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does happen for sure. I will agree with that.
There's a lot of different things that'll cause trees to get bent or twisted or broken or stuff as they grow, and it can create very unique shapes. And
it looks like there was something there. Turn around now. It looks like there was something. No, keep spinning left, right in this area, because all the trees are kind of warped a little. Like maybe even you see how much of the roots are coming. Maybe it was like a flood. The flood come through.
Oh, it's possible, because this is a river.
Yep.
But these are all
we
cedars.
started talking religion, and then we talked about a great flood, right? I mean,
let's
bring it full circle. I mean,
you know how it goes around.
I'll be right back.
Usually, when I'm talking about things going around, I'm more referring to sluts and hookers. I mean.
Yeah, I love cedars, man. Cedars put out just a really unique root pattern.
I love all of the evergreens and stuff in the Black Hills here, partly because you have most of the forest is that, and it's all kinds of pines and spruces.
You're in the Black Hills?
And then you have yes.
And
then you have it mixed in with all of the like white birch and other stuff and stuff. In fall, the colors just play off each other so well. No, that's why I'm sunburned. I was out tracking around and following and watching all the bikes yesterday for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of cryptids out there.
No, it's Sturgis right now. It started Friday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That's so fucking cool.
She's down the road from the rallies. There's everything.
Yeah, my parents used to go there every single year until their motorcycle accident. They'd ride
So,
all the way
yeah.
out there.
We were like bumming through the hills, going through Iron Mountain Road, watching all the bikers just streaming up and down the mountain, trying to see all the scenery and stuff. And
That's super cool.
The one that tickled me, and I have to talk about this one because it was so cool. Somebody had actually taken their classic Indian when he got injured and lost part of his leg, and actually had it professionally rebuilt into a trike with all that old emblem still preserved and protected and stuff.
Oh, cool!
So you
I
had,
like
the
those.
really
I call them
beautiful old Indian fixed into a disability bike for the veteran. It was
neat.
so awesome.
Was it like a nice bike, or was it? I call those junker bikes because they take like all the different parts and put them together.
No. This was a classic Indian motorcycle built out of correctly. This was like hot rodder shit. Classic.
Hell yeah. That's a nice one.
I love seeing all the custom bikes during their rally time. I love going around and just
me too.
sit there like drooling, going. I love them all. I mean, I grew up here in the Black Hills. My life has always been bikers and shit, and I can't ride with my medical, but I am still determined I'm going to get either a trike or a spider to ride as I get older here.
Yeah, I wanted a spider when I moved here. I wanted to get a spider when I moved here.
Well, now they got the Riker. It's even better than the Spider.
The what?
I've got
the Riker, the new version.
Yeah.
Lower profile and more sleek and whatnot.
Yep.
It's a lot different too.
Yeah.
It's less,
I mean, I have neuromuscular and neurological issues. I can't ride because I can't be stable enough to balance it because I have spasms and tics. So
you need something with 3 wheels or more.
So I need something that's stable enough that if I start spasming, I'm not going to suddenly fall sideways and wreck, Besides the fact that my muscles are inconsistent.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll see you in a bit.
There you go.
Hello.
I'm going to have the fights on again, I think. I'm going to try to put the fights back on because I fell asleep before. I watched all the prelims, and I fell asleep at 10 o'clock before the first real fight. And I can tell you right now, those prelim fights, everyone got knocked out or slept. I know you would think that's the same thing, but when I say slept, I mean choked out.
Wow.
So
everyone.
Kind of sleep I always wanted to put my sister through. I mean,
this one got head kicked so bad, he looked like he got knocked out and then automatically had cerebral palsy.
Like
his arms clenched up and everything. Boom.
Shaking and shit.
Yep.
Wow.
And it was wow, that quick. Lights out. In Kentucky, I saw an alien bike. Looked like it came from the Alien movie.
Yeah, man, cool. They took some of those bikes out these days. Put all kinds of big tires on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
All kinds of big flares.
You ever want to really just see
bags.
The world of motorcycles? Just go down Thunder Road on the first day or last day of the
Thunder
rally.
Road.
I love motorcycles. I'm scared to ride on the road because of other people, not because.
That's the other reason.
There's two things I'm afraid of. I know that when I get on there, I'm eventually going to have balls to open that motherfucker up as best as I can. The other thing is the dumbass drivers that aren't me out in the world.
Well,
so I've decided so far not to get.
Part of the whole biker community and culture is also it's the exploration, it's love of the road. So usually they're not on the highways much unless they're going to an event. They're on back roads, they're on dirt roads, they're riding through the mountains. They're the only other people around them usually are other bikers or the occasional car that's brave enough to do those. Like, me as the little redneck bitch. I mean, so I'm like driving down these twisted mountain back roads and stuff, and what you would see is like 40, 50, 100, 200 bikes, and then one car go with it. And then 40, 50, 200, 300, 400 bikes. Oh, there goes a car. I mean,
wow. Imagine the sound.
When my great grandpa died, there was a parade for him. And I don't mean like floats and shit. I mean like bikes. There was literally people came from all over the country to come drive for him. And my mom said, like, not even exaggerating, it was a mile long.
Wow.
and it was
The
just
other-
bikes and bikes
yeah.
and bikes and bikes, and it was
Yeah.
it was crazy. I was too young to remember, but
He was commenting on the sound. I was going to say, you have to also realize the Black Hills here are a high density rock
Petrified.
face mountain range. So it
Yep.
echoes off the mountains. My mom has always joked every year that the hills are alive with the sound of Harleys because it rumbles like thunder off the hills, almost solid for the like
Thunder
multiple
Road.
weeks that
Just
they
like
get here
it does
before and
when they
after.
ride through
The
town.
whole
man.
area
You
just rumbles.
15, 20 bikes together riding through town right next to you. It'll rumble for a while. You'd be like, where are they at?
Something was nesting here.
You know, he was
Poop
talking about the
everywhere.
motorcycles, and yeah, the thing is, when you get the right person, some of the things that happen in tribute to them. I remember leaving my grandfather's funeral, and the whole little town where we had the funeral, they were lined up along the main drag, saluting as we went by to take him out to the burial plot because
Yeah, we
he
do
had
tribute
he
rides.
served Korea. He served as a
Yeah,
lieutenant.
Legion
He
riders
served as a
take
drill
care of their
sergeant.
people.
He worked in Army Nation Corps building. He worked with veteran services. When he was forced retired, he worked volunteer veteran services. He served over 70 years of his life in
Chaga.
some capacity or another. The adoration that I saw from everybody when he passed away and we buried him was everywhere. And the thing is, the special people are like that. They draw people to them even in their death.
Yeah, bikers, man.
I forgot about that that party, Josh. I forgot all about it. The island
Nature will find a way.
too. They had a creek crawl last night, yesterday too. But I decided I was gonna go to that, and I just decided just to hang out and watch the fights. I don't ever just relax on the couch in the air conditioning, you know.
Air conditioning. What's that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, I'm taking advantage of this.
All the Michigan wildflowers.
I love it, man.
I know, dude.
Dude, in Ohio, you don't
I
see
love
shit
going
like
down the
this,
road and
dude.
seeing all the purple ones.
Yep.
All the ditch lilies and stuff like that just annoy the shit out of me. But the purple ones look nice. It's just-
The plains from like Dakota, Kansas belt all the way over through the plains to Michigan and stuff have some of the best purple
Andes.
wildflowers in the world. You know,
Yep. I'm telling
And
you, Ohio
there's
doesn't
something
have
about
flowers
those
like
dark
this.
purples just pop.
I knew
Yep.
I knew a stripper named Daisy once.
I'm just gonna ignore that because that's also one of my niece's names.
Well, it's a popular name.
Oh man,
She's a good kid though.
dude, talking about kids. My kid is 14, has a job, but she just flew on an airplane all by herself down to Florida to my mom. It's
Cool.
like this little girl is becoming a young woman, and she's gonna succeed in life. It's like you can tell when kids are young, you know, how much they're gonna struggle in life, and how much, you know, oh, they get it. They get certain things, and some kids don't get certain things till they're in their 20s or something. And she gets a lot.
That's cool.
And there's always exceptions to that and struggles we go through that aren't self-imposed and stuff. But as a general, you can tell which people are going to rise above. Look, my life's been struggles, but I had to go through medical struggles and stuff as a kid. By the time I was 10, I already knew I was going to survive no matter what the fuck I had to do. And that personality is part of it. It always will be. You have to have the drive. You have to have the desire, the ability to care, the desire to know what's going on around you.
That's cool.
And that's
right
what's
there.
going to carry you, no matter what it is. I just
I
love
always
nature.
wish I could shrink myself down and go play in there, you know?
I know, right? Look, guys.
It just looks like you could just go in there forever and just have fun, man.
So like me, for example, you know, as a kid, I was shy. I wouldn't talk to people, or I was into sports.
Yeah.
And stuff, but this girl, you know, at 14, you think I was gonna go get a job? Nah, not a chance, dude. She wanted the job. She wanted to go get a job. She like. I'm not gonna. I feel like she's one of that I'm not gonna have to like worry about. like being able to take care of herself. Maybe
Yeah.
other things we gotta work, but being able to take care of herself. That's my number one thing.
You know what's weird is your description of it between you being shy and her being outgoing and getting a job is I fell in the middle. Most things I was extremely shy with until a few years ago. But I've always had the drive to want to work, to want to do things, to want to help people, to take every odd job I could get to help out my family. That I always liked working. I always liked helping. I always liked doing something for somebody, you know? But I was also I have a lot of shy sides, and even sometimes here on even with my crassness it comes out. But it's all about find yourself, find your skills, your personality, and find what works best with that.
So like Adriana, she actually hosted episode 5 of Pillar Talk. On episode 5, Pillar Talk was about Tira, and Adriana actually came in and she hosted that show. And we were gonna originally give her her own show, but I don't think it can be live just because it's not easy thing to actually sit down and talk to the camera if you've not used to. Because if you don't have somebody up here on the panel like this, and you have like you're only waiting on comments, those are 45 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So
especially YouTube and shit.
Yeah. So you got at least a minimum 45 seconds of time. You're gonna have to sit here and just talk.
Yep.
Minimum.
Streaming on your own is difficult. Streaming on your own is difficult. It's easier in panels. It really is. Especially if you do like a lot of the community I'm in, we do art streams where we're drawing and painting on camera. You need other people talking to the chat too. And you need people to talk to so you don't lose your mind while you're working. And so it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's a passion too, because I think this streaming, talking, chatting, meeting people around the world and in different cultures, this is part of what's helping us grow as people to understand each other better.
Yep.
And honestly, I think a lot more of these people that are sucked into their little this camp, or this culture, this status, need to start coming down into these streams and just talking to people around the world and getting to know that we're not as different as we've been taught to believe.
Yep. You know, COVID gave us a rare opportunity to go. Everybody was online at that time. And I went around everywhere to every single stream because everyone was letting you in. It didn't matter if they knew you or not. You know, you just go in there and introduce yourself, you know. So that was really cool to see all the other people, you know, because I'm in the cannabis community. So normally I don't really venture out of that unless it's some conspiracy ancient alien stuff, you know. So I was going in all kinds of different people's lives, just going to meet who's out there on YouTube. And it was a really unique, rare opportunity, I think, because people don't really do that anymore. You know, they might let you in if they know you, but most of the time they're real scared, you know.
Well, that's because when you let certain people in, they fucking show their dicks.
Exactly. I was going to say that, bro.
Can I ask a question?
You know, I zoomed in on that shit.
Are always, why is it the guys who do that are always the ones with the least to show off?
Because they're scumbags. These are troll ass losers that do this shit, man.
Flash while I was on YouTube, man. I used to see it like chat programs and stuff all the time on cams, but you don't ever see that on YouTube. You don't ever see no chick flash herself or anything.
No. I had a dick flash on mine one time.
I've been on streams where the girls flashed. I can't say that doesn't happen.
What the fuck, Eagle Rider? Where was my
Yeah, how come you didn't say
I was here. I missed out.
I'm just saying,
I only
know
get to
you
see
guys yet
penises.
on those ones, okay? But yes, I've been on streams where there was flashing going on.
I didn't consider us making it until someone got on and showed their penis, and then somebody finally did, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a penis."
I did the same thing, you know, because I can't see very well, so I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" I threw it up on the big screen. I'm like, Is that what I call it? Is that a water cucumber and shit? I'm like, oh, that's your penis? I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Baby mice fighting.
If you're gonna show it off, get a better one. I mean,
it was funny. It was this one dude though. He's trying to be a troll, and he came on live and he's sitting there just talking mad shit, right? And I'm like, yeah, I can see you. You know that, right? He had his back turned towards the camera. Thought his camera was off. And I'm like, I can see you, right? You're wearing a Santa Claus fucking Christmas sweater. And he's like, what? He turns around. He's like, oh, fuck you, Twisted. I'm like, yeah, now I see your face, you dumb fuck. That shit was great.
That's right, Neil.
So
Canada
Jimmy's
women
right.
can go
Jimmy's
topless
100%.
downtown and whatnot.
By the way, can I point out that it is an absolute bias from YouTube that men can be shirtless in open shirt, but women can't?
Well, they can. They just can't show nipples.
Look, my nipples aren't showing.
Yep.
No, but men can. Men can.
Quit
Well,
stretching.
it's just a thing. Do women get turned on and cause the phallus to drip when they see a boob? No, when men
Hey,
do.
watch this. I'm a man. Look what I can do. Nipples.
I say this also
Just don't
because
show your bum and
I
we'll be
I
okay.
like egg on the chaos, and I know if women are flashing the cameras, it's going to cause chaos on the streams, and I want that more because I want to see the chaos. I'm kind of evil that way.
Sharon.
I mean, let's be honest.
Hey, I'm not gonna complain. First of all, but
Look
I
at the
just
size of
don't.
the shirt.
I just let's make a own stream about that. A late night stream where everyone can flash for like 1 second. 1, 2, 3, go. Now you're done.
I've been on some like drone shows and whatnot where that like later in the evening or whatever, and it's like after 9 o'clock the shirts come off for all the guys and whatnot.
Right.
Blind Neil says women can go topless in Canada.
Oh yeah. Hey, this is church though, guys. Look at
Women's
this.
hobby.
Look at this shit.
Big old place. Nice.
Huge.
They
Huge.
do.
This
They
place
got a lot
probably
of models, man.
costs $10 million.
What up, Sharon? My boobies need the sun, JCT says.
My boobies.
Sorry, my husband doesn't behave well.
You were at Sturgis. I mean, that's like common for all the women over there. Isn't it? Half hanging out. Half of them are even painted with tassels covering their nipples
they do it so much that a lot of the businesses have requirements for women before they come in to prove they have pasties underneath so they're not flashing everyone constantly.
Right.
That's how common it is.
Well,
ain't nothing like flashing nipple. That's real entertainment.
I mentioned boobs, and my husband
he said
comes
this
over
church is
and
so
proves I
big I had to
broke
park
mine.
in the
I
back
mean, come
end
on.
to drive up.
Videos out there, women with painted on clothing. Yeah.
Yeah, to
That's
be
allowed
fair,
because it's art.
the whole
It's
like
art.
skin wars thing and painted on, you can actually hide the privates and still be naked pretty much with the paint if you do it right. It's actually really interesting.
There's a lot of people at church today.
I feel that, JC.
What, you guys didn't notice my husband come over and act like ropey? He did it on camera in front of you guys a few minutes ago.
I was reading
I
the
don't know what it
comments.
is. He wakes up and goes, looks over. He walks over here and starts grabbing me. It's like, honey, I'm trying to stream. I don't know.
Sharon says, where do I submit my nipple flash pics? Okay, you can submit those at Joshua Moore's Facebook inbox. You'll see. If it has no brain jerk logos or anything on it, it's not me.
To be fair, Blind, that's actually not fully true. It depends on state, and actually there are nudity laws, but they vary heavily by state, city, and county.
Socks tan, shirts tan, shorts tan, drivers tan. Oh man, what are you doing today, Twisted? What you got going on besides church?
I got church and some transplanting over here. That's about it. It's Sunday. It's fucking muggy, man. It was hot as hell yesterday. I got these growing, doing good. I got a transplant.
Love you, Josh. I'm sending some puffy nipple pics. Not mine, of
soil.
course.
Yep. I got these in flower. They're going to be coming down. One got nailed by blight. Stupid blights here this year. Again. So this is what blight looks like if you guys don't know. This one got nailed hardcore, man. So I'll probably be pulling that one down soon. He's been in flower since June.
So what is it, like a bug or a fungus?
No, it's a plant disease. Like it is. It's a mushroom actually that bores down into the leaf and then propagates. It propagates in that little spot there. And it's a microscopic mushroom, and it spits out its spores when it rains, and it goes fucking everywhere. And what I really truly believe, I looked it up as a conspiracy last year. And, you know, you look up in the sky, you see chemtrails. And I was like, you know, why would this blight just come in like this? I'm like, this is stupid. And it hit a certain region of the United States. So I looked it up. Sure as shit, they're putting out fucking plant diseases in that spray.
It's just, you know why,
dude?
He killed the Georgia Guidestones because because it shows off the plan.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's one thing you didn't touch yesterday, though. Yeah. Yep, that was a good point, though. Yeah, we got these here, and we got some shit over here. Yeah, that's some shit, though, man. Knowing that they can just spray anything in our sky, it can rain down on us, and then whatever effect it has, it has. Not alone the heavy metals. Everyone's out here growing shit, and all these heavy metals are falling down on your plants, to your soil. It's getting taken up, and you're eating it.
Dust and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
It's terrible. That's why I didn't put all those plants. Normally, this is all full with ganja. This is a 420 square feet, but you know, last year we got nailed with that blight, and I'm like, dude, it's gonna be here for 3 years at least, and it's back here again this year. We have some plants that are, you know, immune from it, but other plants are getting fucking taken out. So I put these out here in July. That's why they're so small. We didn't have a good grow season this year at all. It was real cool this year. You know, there's still freaking, what are they called? Ticks out, man.
Yeah.
Ticks are supposed to stop in like early July, late June. Dude, it's August, man. There's still ticks, huge ticks too.
My buddy was doing a bunch of clear cutting on his property in Gladwin area and whatnot. The ticks are just rampant up there.
Yeah, dude, it's retarded. It's too cold this year.
Well,
yeah, we didn't even have much vegetables either.
It's supposed to be like 80s or 90s or something like that this next week, but we ain't supposed to see anything above that really that much this year.
Was Alex Jones right? Was he right?
Ooh.
Look at the tomatoes.
They're destroying the crops.
It's all you got this year for tomatoes. Ain't shit, man.
Wow.
Yep. I mean, those are from seed. We didn't do anything from seed start, you know, like a plant, but.
What up, Billy Bong?
Billy Bong Coping. Look at this real pretty plant real quick before you go away. Look at this. This is so fucking cool, dude. It's like nerd ropes.
It is.
I love this plant.
You know what that is?
Nah, I forget. I got it written down somewhere, but
I don't know what it is offhand.
We got all these, you know, pictures and plant identification. I always forget, though. There's so fucking many. We got this huge dock over here. This dock is fucking enormous.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Nice.
sorry.
Huge dock.
This is
We
when I
got
switched to the-
pansy. Or I think it's pansy.
Yeah, I
Not
look forward
pansy.
to this.
Something. Forget. Ground cover this year. That's what we grew. We got
good.
curly dock to make some crackers.
What's that?
We got wild lettuce to make. We got wild lettuce to make our painkiller. Right. This is a small plant here. We got fucking giant ones out there. That's what we're doing this year. Making medicine, man. Making tinctures. Trying to heal people, get people off drugs, cure their cancer.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
There goes that hawk.
I wish we could zoom in on these.
I know. I was trying to.
No, yeah, I try to every time you cannot.
It's because we're 4. If I was single, I would. I could.
only way I can do it is on like on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah. When you're single, you can zoom right in. Like when you're by yourself, you can zoom right in and everyone else sees it. It's weird.
Nature is healing.
Yeah. So here's my soil today. I'll be transplanting. I got to get more dirt on those, man. Those are moms right over there. So they keep sucking that water down instantly. It's hot out here. Most of you people are like, it's not hot, dude. Like, dude, it's hot for me. It's hot for me in Michigan.
What temp?
Let me see. Let me go check. You're probably going to laugh.
82
It's 70,
out
it's
right now.
77.
Will.
It's 77.
Well, I keep my house. I keep my house in the 60s, but I grew up in high altitude mountain range next to the desert.
Josh.
Anything from negative 60 to 120 plus is possible here. You know.
I'm in the studio.
Holy shit. Yeah, I would die. It's 77 and super, super humid. I'm pumping sweat.
To be fair, I hate humidity.
I moved out of this weather for a reason. I came up north to be cooler, you know what I mean? And when I came up to northern Michigan, I visited here first. It was November, I think 17th, and it was 77 degrees. I was like, holy shit, is that warm up there? I'm like, I can move there. I can live there. You know, because everyone's like, oh, it's so cold up there. It's so cold. It's not cold up here. Hi, baby. It's not cold up here at all.
You know, there's like the stereotypes of like this state or this region are supposed to be so cold. All these people that talk about how cold Alaska and Canada are, but most of those areas, most of the state of Alaska and most of the lower part of Canada doesn't get as cold as the Black Hills here do.
Yeah, if you average it, it's actually colder in Michigan than it is in Alaska, overall temperatures.
Yeah,
but
in the lower
because
part.
A lot of people think of the fact, well, because Alaska has
Sure,
a much longer winter.
Josh brought.
Do I got to go to the green room to get those? What? Oh, dang.
Studio. Thank you, sir. All sorts of different donuts too.
He said, "Come on." He brought it.
There's a phone app called Picture This. Yep.
Now I'm getting hungry.
I'm just going to point out to what he was complaining about with heat. It has been, you know, between mid 90s to 110 the last few weeks in where I'm at in the hills here.
Is it humid though?
More than it's supposed to be. It's usually supposed to be dry here. It's been actually quite humid because there's been a lot of storms.
Okay.
So, and where I live over in Iowa, it tends to be between 90 and 100 degrees most of the summer, but it also tends to be between 90 and 100% humidity.
Yeah, it's like that.
Basically, 100 in Michigan is way worse than 100 in Arizona.
We're catching rain for the next 2 days.
Oh no, I know the difference on humidity.
It's definitely hotter in Arizona, but it's just
the humidity plays such a part.
You're not sweating and wet and gross, and
my husband talks about it because he lived over in Singapore as a teenager, and he talked about it was always this pure humidity and stuff year round. Well, basically, he complains that I'm in the middle of the country. Iowa summer should not feel like living in Singapore again. It's like,
that's what's unique about our country, though. You know, all these different geographic locations. That's what makes it unique for cannabis too, because everyone's got their own little piece of the world, and then they're able to claim like an Appalachia type of a thing. You know.
Iowa shouldn't be that humid. They've actually damaged the ecosystem with the way they do the corn harvesting and crops. And it's creating artificial humidity because of the way they do it.
Yeah. I think it's the cutting of the trees.
At that time here, it's not in the lake at that time. It's a polar dip if we're doing it here at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you go to the lake on Christmas in the mountains, you're dead. You're frozen in the ER going, what the fuck happened? I lost my balls. You know?
Right.
So what's everybody out Night Train? What are you doing today?
I'm not sure. It's supposed to rain this afternoon and all day tomorrow. Thunderstorms and all kinds of good stuff here, so I don't know. I'll probably
I've
end
got
up working,
books on
hopefully
lists.
try to get some lighting up in here and work on putting my workbench together finally. I've been shying away from the hammer because of my shoulder, so I don't want to fuck shit up. Now that we're starting physical therapy, it's time to start getting it right.
Damn, I'm dead. That donut. She wants a donut. Damn deadly looking. It was delicious. And it was fresh baked too.
Oh,
From the donut shop. Not the store. It was just, that's all they make is donuts and cakes.
yep.
We get cops and donuts up here, man. They're huge. I mean, giant freaking filled donuts and
They
like that.
make one filled with peanut butter. It's like a peanut butter custard or whatever they
Ooh.
film it is, peanut butter flavored, but it's made from
Uh-huh.
real peanut butter. Dude, that's my favorite one.
What is it with Michigan people and peanut butter?
I love it. I'll eat it right out the jar, dude.
Dude, it's Michigan. Not everyone, but most people I come across with Michigan, they fucking love peanut butter.
It's
It's
that crunchy shit.
peanut butter Reese's cups, bro. Not chocolate Reese's cups. It's peanut butter, bro.
Yeah. Don't bring crunchy peanut butter around me though.
Right. I prefer crunchy peanut butter if I'm eating peanut butter.
I like smooth peanut butter, and if I'm being honest, I like peanut butter with honey. As like, I'll put a bunch of peanut butter in a bowl, put some honey in there, and stir that shit up and eat it.
Wow.
I love it.
Till that diabetes sets in, then you're gonna be like, son of a bitch.
I get heartburn and I can't eat peanut butter for a month.
That's really funny. I actually typed in the lowest and highest temps that I've dealt with in the Black Hills here into the translator to see what it would be in Celsius, and it was literally the exact same number on plus and negative. It's like, that's almost funny. And it's like right near 52. It's like, well, 52 to 52 Celsius is a pretty high swing.
I like it smooth. Yeah, squirrels like smooth peanut butter. So here we got Kroger. I don't know if Kroger's anywhere else, but we have Kroger. It's kind of like, it's our grocery store. It's kind of like a Meijer or a Walmart, but it's smaller. Well, Kroger, I forgot what I was about to say. Kroger has
smooth peanut butter
already in it with a yellow lid.
That's
my favorite honey. That's my favorite. You ever have peanut butter and honey sandwich?
No.
Dude.
Peanut butter and banana and honey.
That's good, but I'm gonna tell you, when you add the honey to, so what you do, you put the bread and the peanut butter, right? And then you take the bread and drizzle the honey on the other side of the bread.
Let it soak into the bread.
Together. By the time you start eating it, the honey has soaked into the pores of the bread, and it kind of like candied the bread.
Okay. It sugars it up. Yeah.
Dude, I tell you what, that's way better than the peanut butter and jelly.
I tell you what.
You're gonna get some more. You're gonna have to go get some more honey.
I like the real honey too. The real honey, because the real honey gives you, especially if it's from around your area, it gives you the nutrients you need to fight allergies and stuff like that. Just from the honey, but it has to be. Don't buy it from the store. It's not going to work that way.
Get the local
You have
shit.
to go, you have to buy it from a beekeeper.
Unrefined.
Mm-hmm. I was actually going to say, one of the things I've found is go to the local natural honey in your area and use a little, because I make my own lip balms, medical ointments, stuff like that, skin creams and stuff. Use a little bit of that in it as you're cooking down the stuff you put in those, and it actually helps smoothen it out and soften skin and keep you from getting rashes and hives and stuff.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you guys should look up honey one time too, man. It's crazy how expensive honey is. There's some honeys out there. It's $1,500 for a little jar.
St. Charles has got a honey farm down there.
I like the honey that chunks.
Not far.
The crystallized honey.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds. I wanted to do that bee farm in there. It's all different plants you put out there for the bees and stuff, and then they collect that honey, and it's specific, like lavender honey and bismuth honey and shit like that, dude.
Hippie Homesteading says, "What's up? It's good to see you." Says,
Anything that's
peanut
syrup.
butter on anything that syrup goes over. Waffles, pancakes, French toast. Ultimate is PB honey banana sandwich.
Yeah, she's the peanut butter queen in this house, bro.
You are right. French
I'm
toast,
going
really?
to
The only
dip.
way I'll eat French toast. See you.
See you.
Have fun, guys. Stay out of trouble.
Oh yeah.
My
Like
best
give
way
her a
to
spoon, she says.
you dip your bread in the chocolate milk. You make the French toast and you put peanut butter in between the layers, and it kind of gets gooey and melts. That's the way to do it, dude.
Wow.
Chocolate, not in white milk, chocolate milk.
Yeah.
But you're right, You ever? One time I made bananas and I fried them up like you would plantain, and you fucking and I put honey in it and cinnamon and all sorts of shit, and I was cooking it on a low temp, dude. So fire! That's so fire!
Hell
Bro,
yeah!
a sandwich with the peanut butter and honey,
little caramelization.
Oh yeah, my mouth is watering now. About to drool.
You just had a donut, man. You're talking to us about food and
I need more. I'm about to go get another
donut. I didn't get a donut.
I didn't even
yeah, right.
Yeah, peanut butter. Give me a spoon, but it's got to be the right kind. Honestly, for me, like I'll eat regular peanut, if like homemade, but it's not as good as like Jif or the good kind. There's
bourbon. There you go, Josh. Bourbon peanut butter.
Chocolate peanut butter, fluffernutter sandwiches, chocolate peanut butter, and marshmallow.
Nutella.
I'm not a.
None of you guys like Nutella. Why? Why?
I don't know. I don't like the flavor.
It's fucking chocolate.
No, it's hazelnut.
Well, it's chocolate hazelnut.
I like chocolate peanut butter. I love chocolate peanut butter, but
yeah.
My wife likes hazelnut creamer in her coffee. It's like, man, you can smell that stuff through the whole house. It's like, oh my god!
Like this cashew butter. I've tried cashew butter. Trash.
Oh yeah, spun honey. Yep, butter. Yep.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what.
They whip the shit out of it, dude, until it's like a butter. They might mix it with something, but I've seen one where they whip it like a dab. You get some dabs, you whip the shit out of it, and it turns all fucking frothy like a butter, dude. They do the same thing with honey. Honey's really cool to investigate it and research it, dude. They do a lot of stuff with it, man.
I'm looking it up right now. Spun honey. Spun honey is not spun. It's created using honey, seed honey, and allowing it to crystallize. The picture shows what I used to. Oh, it's not a picture here. Hang on.
They have a whip kind too, where they whip it.
Whip it good.
Yeah, it's all like spun, like turned. They fucking stir it. You know what I mean?
That's how she's making it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the finished product. It looks like a candle.
Yeah.
That's all it looks like. It looks like a candle. Let me pull it up.
It's pretty cool, though.
This person's version of it. So
you can make a pretty penny beekeeping if you don't get taken out.
I'm gonna beekeep. There's some spun honey from this person that makes it. Looks like I could just stick my spoon in there and stick my other spoon in the peanut butter jar, put my mouthfuls in, and fucking let them mix in my mouth, right?
Fucking hell, man.
Dude.
We'll be visiting you in the hospital for fucking all kinds of sugar-related illnesses in the future.
Dude, I haven't been to the doctor in 18 years.
Yep.
You better knock on some wood for that shit.
You know, hey, look, see, when you get me and Night Trainer at this stage in life, when you're at this stage in life, the doctor visits get more frequent. You're like,
You get
oh
more
shit, I
serious
can't
when you
eat
go.
that shit I ate when I was a kid.
You get more serious when you go.
My beard's been white since it's known to grow.
You're blonde. That's pretty cool though. I like that color.
It's funny. What a
almost gotta start dying this long right now.
Hey, it's only one F now, bro. It's only one F now.
Nah, it's Jiffy, bro.
One.
No.
Not no more.
No.
I know.
Sure,
I think it's funny though that people are like Mandela. They're like Mandela effect, and I'm like, can't companies change the name of their product? I mean, what the fuck? Why can't they just change their name? It's got to be Mandela.
I thought that too. Like, wait a minute. Because if we change our name, we're just gonna change it to Brain Jerk. You know what I mean? But people, that's a Mandela effect. They did, like right now we got mushrooms. If we ever decide to change it to for more better TV time or something like that, is it Mandela effect?
Yeah, man.
You gotta stick with the branding.
Coca-Cola's changed their logo from time.
Yeah, I wonder what the guy slipped that in, and how long did it take him to notice to slip that fucking hyphen in there?
What up, Steve?
And some dude's like, "Watch this, man." About 6 months later, he gets fired. Hey,
it's a lot of this stuff.
Too much work to go back.
Yeah, most of those logos got changed based on racism or people saying, "Hey, man, that we don't like that, like the Land O'Lakes logo, all those different kinds like that." Aunt Jemima, they're like, "Hell no, take that shit out of there." So I saw a lot of that happen during 2020, and people they were all stuck in the riots and they weren't paying attention to none of this other stuff changing over here. So to after the outcome, like nowadays, we don't have all these people bitching about shit no more, right? But everyone's like, "Hey, man, Mandela effect. Where did that go? How that used to be this?" Everyone's like, "No, man, that was never that. It's always been." Stop with people.
What I feel like a Mandela effect, a true one, is that Genie movie with Sinbad. I remember both Shaq and Sinbad's Genie movie.
Yeah, but they're both out there. What it is, if you go and talk to Sinbad, if you find I have the right interview, he says that he was embarrassed about making the damn movie Shazam, and he didn't want. It's kind of like Vanilla Ice was embarrassed after a while. After he was Vanilla Ice, he was embarrassed to be Vanilla Ice. He would fight people to call him Vanilla Ice. He would literally fight them. So it's like that's what he said. That's what Shazam said.
Damn it! I do rock and roll.
But Shazam said the same thing. Sinbad, he said he was embarrassed about that movie. He didn't want that on his basically resume anymore, and he did everything he could to get rid of that shit. That's in an interview that he said that. But everyone says it's Mandela, and I'm like, only because he says he never made it. But why? Why did he say that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that. I saw that shit too. You know what I mean? That's like Space Jam. They're gonna do the same thing with Space Jam, dude.
Oh.
Space Jam's good. Shazam. Yep.
But I do have a video of some real Mandela effect shit. This dude walks into a room and back out of a room with the Berenstain Bears book. And that shit changes right in front of your eyes from Stain to Stein. And, Stein is Jewish, so, of course, they had to change that to Stain. You know what I'm saying? It makes perfect fucking sense.
I always call them the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah.
Now it's the Bernstein Bears?
Stain Bears. Berenstain Bears.
What?
Well, they can't be Steins no more, man. They can't be Jewish.
I guess they sold out. They sold out.
Well, yeah. Most of them do. It's all about the money. We're going to take your book off the market unless you change it. Okay.
This world's weird.
I'm not turning down the millions I'm going to make off this damn book, man. We've already made too much.
This timeline is just weird. This whole fucking time. my life from the beginning of my life, and like imagine like somebody that watched all this happen, like from the beginning of cars. You know what I mean? Like, for me to say this, only being alive 35 years, who am I? But like, imagine being 100-year-old person or 80-year-old, 90-year-old person, and like seeing everything that from the beginning of their life to how it is now is a completely different world. 100%. Like, the way things are done, the way people present themselves, the way things get taken care of, everything. They don't even
Imagine
have fucking house phones anymore. Well, they do. They still do have landlines. Dad's had the same line for my whole life.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I think grandmas do too, kind of thing. You know, no one fucks with them and you know, pranks them where they got to change their number.
Yeah. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
going back to that way, you know, not having a cell phone and just living like
Dude.
the old school.
So look, I tried that route, right? When I was in trouble with some courts and stuff, they wanted to talk to me about some shit or whatever. And they were asking me, what's my phone number? And I don't have a cell phone. I literally do not have a cell phone. Amber has one, you know what I'm saying, that I say I could use, you know what I'm saying? But I literally don't have a phone. I have a device. I can't call nobody. I have a house phone. If you have my house phone number, that I might answer it. But that's the thing. I try to tell all these, you know, important people that run shit, like, I don't have a phone. They're like, they thought it was an outrage. They thought I was lying. They were like, what do you mean you don't have a phone? Everyone has a phone. Like, no, you're trying to tell me that I should have enough money to buy this $1,000 device and maintain it. Like, what the shit? You know how much cable costs? Like, I got cable, bro. I'm connected to everybody right here. You know what I'm saying? What do I need a phone for? I could do this with everybody. You know, that's my whole thing. And they were outraged that I didn't have a phone. They thought it was like sacrilege or something.
Snapchat? Oh.
It was so weird, though. I was like, I don't have a cell phone. They're like, how? Why? What? I'm like, it's weird. It was a weird social experiment.
It's because people, when you go against what's normal to most people, they think it's weird.
Right.
When really, honestly, I think it's weird that we're so attached to that device.
Yeah. Why is it normal? That's what I always say. Why is it normal to have a phone on you where people could call you? Why is it normal that when you call my cell phone, you expect I have to answer the shit? Maybe I'm doing something. Don't freak out if I don't answer. That's what I never liked about it. And I'm like, God, everyone can find me all the time. I'm like, fuck rid of this thing, you know?
Yeah, and then if you have Snapchat and don't have the location turned off, they know exactly where you are too.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're at home, motherfucker.
Damn.
Watching you.
I'm trying to hide and shit.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time.
It is.
The time of day.
Yeah, time to go find you some damn food now.
Rupp, we love you, man. Hope you get well, bro. And if you need any kind of mental health things that we may be able to produce for you, you let me know, bro. And it's all kinds of things. There's all kinds of things. And don't turn your back on the cannabis, bro, or the shrooms. They could help you. I know you're trying to do some better things, but just do some research, man. We're here to help you. We love you, man.
Yep. Nobody's upset. We all love you, bro. Have a good day. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody.
See y'all tomorrow.
Come to Guns Gospel.
Brought to you by Brain Jerk. Fuck yeah.
Left contact. Just flying the plane around. You see me?